All right, I'm going to be testing out this blender I just got. You can use a full-size, blender container, or you can use this personal size, which is great for, if you're just making one for you, maybe you and one other person. But this is a great size for that kind of thing. So I'm going to fill this up with, well, not fill it all the way, just for me, but with some strawberries and a little bit of liquid, and we'll see what kind of smoothie we can make. All right, here are my strawberries. Probably enough for me. And with my strawberries, I'm going to throw in some pineapple juice. Make a strawberry pineapple smoothie. So those are frozen strawberries, so typically blenders struggle a little bit more when the strawberries are frozen like that. And that should be plenty of juice. You typically want to put just as much water or liquid in as your frozen things. Makes it a lot easier for them to blend up. So you want to make sure that you get this lid on nice and tight, because I discovered that if it's not tight on there, then when you go to take it off of the machine after you've blended it, you might accidentally be unscrewing this from that instead of this from that, and then all of your liquid would pour straight down. So you definitely don't want to do that. So let's put this on there and see if we can blend this up. One thing about this smoothie maker is that you can see on it start stop, obviously. So we're going to tighten this on. You're going to tighten this on until the display comes on right there. There we go. So that should be locked in. And then there's a start stop button. There's also, and I don't think that does anything at first. You have to select a mode. So since we're making a smoothie, I'm going to click Smoothies, and it puts a 60-second timer on there. It's kind of like a intelligent timer. It's going to turn on and off and adjust the speed as needed until it blends everything up. So we're going to push the start button here, and we'll just watch it go. And there we go, it's done, and it beeps at you letting you know it's done. I think the reason that it stops between pulses like that is because it wants the stuff to settle, so that if there are any chunks in there still, they'll get blended up. All right, so there you go. Then you can just take the blender off the container off the blender, and then take the top off of that as well. And here's the consistency that we have. I'm going to pour this into a cup so we can see a little bit better. Yeah, it looks like it's blended really, really well. Blended smoothly. Let's give it a taste. I know the taste isn't really necessarily part of the blender itself, but it's good. Strawberry pineapple smoothie. Everything's blended well together. I don't have any chunks whatsoever. Not that I can taste. I do see itty bitty seeds, but that's just because, once again, it's frozen fruit, frozen fresh fruit, and you're going to have that kind of thing. But yeah, seems like a good personal blender. And like I said, it does have a full container for a blender as well in various modes. So I do like it. Pretty cool.